I tried earnestly for the first 15 years of my career to achieve success and significance. I tried to build something that I could feel proud of, only to fail. That's right. My career with the Home Depot spanned 30 years, and the first 15 of those years I would describe as utter frustration. The Bible has another word for it. It's called toil. It is in vain that you rise early and go late to rest, eating the bread of anxious toil. Psalm 127, verse 2. For 15 years, the bread of anxious toil was my steady diet. During that time, I tried everything in my power to create career success. I wanted nothing more than to promote and advance myself. I focused intensely on my performance. I arrived early to work. I stayed late. I did everything I thought I could to get ahead. I would work overtime to finish projects and keep my department up to standard. When I could no longer work overtime, I would clock out and continue to work off the clock. My focus on performance only led to frustration. The more I relied on what I was accomplishing, the fewer people seemed to notice. When I felt my efforts were not recognized, I would become depressed. During my bouts of depression, my performance dropped. I ended up going through a cycle from high performance with seemingly no progress towards promotion to depression and low performance. Eventually, I would receive some form of external motivation and then climb back to high performance. The external motivation usually came from someone who was experiencing success in his or her career. It was often a friend or college classmate who shared how their career was developing. During college, my classmates and I measured our GPA against one another. Now, in the workplace, measuring career success was the new badge of honor. Working as an hourly associate during college was perfectly acceptable for me. However, after graduation, I needed something to show for the years of experience and the degree I had earned. During these conversations, I would be asked, "Are you still with the Home Depot? Are you a manager yet?" The conversation would usually end with, "I love shopping at your stores." Hearing those words were bittersweet. I love the fact that people liked shopping at the place that I worked. It meant we were doing something right, and I was a part of it. In social settings, people would introduce themselves to me and say, "I hear you work for the Home Depot." They would continue by sharing a project experience or ask a question. When the discussion turned to my role in the company, the conversation hit a sour note within me. I would leave those conversations with the determination to make the Home Depot not only a great place for people to shop, but a great career opportunity for myself. This led back to my performance orientation, which fueled my depression cycle. Because I worked while I was going to college, in my mind, I had checked all the boxes to achieve success. I had several years of experience, and I completed my degree with solid performance evaluations. However, things were not working as I expected. While I accumulated a small fortune of company stock during the years as I worked my way through college, I should have been content to be patient and wait for my opportunity. Yet, I couldn't wait or be patient because other people around me were being promoted. Something was missing in my life. I thought it was the promotion, the title, and status that came with it. But there was more missing than a promotion. I was feeling rejected, a familiar experience that I thought earning a degree and having a sizable stock portfolio would have resolved. Rejection was introduced into my life as a child. I faced feelings of abandonment early in my life. I was raised by a single mother who did all that she could for my siblings and me. We never went to bed hungry or ran out of clean clothes to wear. On occasion, our dad would call and say to Mom, "I'm going to pick the kids up and keep them this weekend." When those calls came, my mom would be excited that our dad wanted to spend time with us. She would share the news with excitement that Dad was coming this weekend to pick us up. Our anticipation was so strong. So much so, we floated on air the rest of the week. We sang and danced on the way to school. We drew pictures and made cards to give Daddy. We wondered where he would take us. Our favorite place was going to the pizza parlor. We had visions of all the great things that were going to happen. We looked forward to spending time with Daddy and telling him all the things we were learning in school. It was not often that he called, and even more rare for him to come and pick us up.